Hey guys, I got another one for you. You hear my voice? I'm excited. So we're going to go in the Cava group, ticker symbol CAVA. Let's click on it. Getting good at this, guys. I'm getting real good at this. Okay, look at what's going on with Cava. You see Cava group, we're on the daily chart because we got to deliver, right? With the GTOAT, you always got to deliver. Listen, look at this. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Okay, I'll show you what I see. Let's go down to the hourly chart. This is where it gets grisly. See, the only thing is earnings is coming up, but this is a great play. Look at what happened. Do you see what I see, guys? Folks, excuse me. I want everybody to feel included. So I'm going to call y'all folks. Listen, folks. Do you see what I see? Look. Comes down. 9:30 in the morning. First thing in the market. Gaps up. What do we do when we see gaps? We make sure it holds the gap. Held the gap. Excuse me. I'm making a video. What does it do? Price on the hourly chart. On the hourly chart, price closes below the gap. This is the gap. Boom. Price closes below the gap. After price closes below the gap, we look for a load up. On the following day, guess what happens? Today is Monday, November 3rd. Guess what it does? It loads up right there. Has to load up below the gap. There's a gap here. The load up bar is a green bar. It loads up. How does it load up? Price has to come below the load up bar. The green bar is the load up bar. Price gets below the load up bar. So guess what we do, folks? Because today it's too late. It's 1:30 my time, 3:30 New York time. We gotta wait for the following day. On the following day, you look for another green bar. That's the final say. That's AKA the bottom. And guess what? Tuesday is, the end of tomorrow is earnings. And listen, I'll bet my bottom dollar is going to spike up. All right? This is a great play. Once again, this is the bottoms coming up. Wait for another green bar to show up on the hourly chart on the following day, on the Tuesday, November 4th. Wait for another green bar to show up. Get in at the bottom of the green bar. If this is a green bar right here, for example, if this is a green bar, get in at the bottom of it. The bottom would be here. The green starts here and goes all the way up and turns green. So you get in at the bottom of the green. That's beautiful. Now I'm going to double back on a play that I told you guys about yesterday. If you guys have been following the channel, follow the channel. Listen, like, comment, subscribe. I keep telling you guys, if you guys want to get this money, free money, holler at your boy, the GTOAT. You know that's me. What'd I tell you? Anyways, we'll go back to Decker Outdoor Corporation on the hourly chart. Actually, we're going to start off on the daily chart. Go to the daily chart of DEC. I'm going to go back. I'm going to double back on this one for you guys just because I like you. I like you because you guys are letting me achieve my one of my ultimate goals, which is helping people. Anyways, price, if we zoom way out, look. Price came down, boom, 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 boom. Came from the heavens, fell down to hell. What's the great thing about hell? As long as you're still on your feet, you can keep going. The stock fell down on its feet. Guess what? It came down, popped back on its feet. Look, gapped down, then gapped up. Look at that gap. Price closes below the gap. This is the gap. Price closes below the gap. And then on the daily chart, you can look for another second gap, which is right here. Boom. That is the bottom. I don't give a damn what your name is, who you are. That is the bottom. But if you want to be the GTOAT like me, then we look for the official, hardcore, magnificent money bottom. Look. So price came down, gapped up. We're on the hourly chart. Price gapped up. Look. Price closed below the gap. This is the gap up. This is the gap. As you can see, if you can't see it, you haven't put enough hours in on the chart. Put more hours in the chart. You should see this. I'm not going to teach you guys how to do layups. We're shooting 3-pointers. We signing 3 to 5 year supermax contracts. If you want to learn how to do layups, go talk to the layup line. We're not doing layups. We're doing alley-oops. We're doing dunks. We're getting money here. Look, price closed here on the whatever day it was. Then it gapped up first thing in the morning. It held the gap. Price closed below the gap. Now we look for the load up. The load up is what I call a green bar. This is a little green bar. As small as it is, it's still the green bar. Price closed below. It loaded up. Price closed below the load up. Then you look for the next entry point, which is the next green bar. This is the next green bar. Boom. Price closed below that. That's the bottom. Right there. You understand me? I almost said something that sounded kind of funny. Anyways, price closed below there. Boom. You get in there. I don't care what you do. You can wait. That is the greatest price for you. You would only be out. This is a 3% bar. You would be out 3%. But as you can see, it's fading up. One of the reasons people will wait till the following week to get in at the bottom here is because this was a Thursday. Getting in on a Thursday is a little bit risky. Why? Because look, if you got to think like a big time money manager. Look how big that bar is from the previous week. Sometimes you might want to wait till the following week to get in because you never know. You might be scared that it might gap down again below your bottom that you've created. But guess what? This is the bottom right here. It's holding, as you can see. It's going to twiddle its thumbs around here. And it's minimum coming to the top of here, folks. Minimum. Let's do a price. Let's do a price on that. Boom. From where I said, which is minimum here, to there, easy 11%. Easy money. Easy money. That's take profit 1 at 11%. Take profit 2 is right here. When it fills the gap. 25.35%. Call me your daddy. See you later. Have a good night. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Please like, comment, subscribe. And let me know what you think of my structure. I like doing it like this. I've seen the other ones where you mimic and mirroring. But I like it like this. Why do I like it like this? Because I can get the pencil scenes just more fun. It's more fun doing it like this. When you do it with the freaking mirroring, I gotta use the mouse, and I have a magic mouse, believe me, I got it all, but it's not as interactive. When you see my hands, it just seems more interactive and more fun. But beat my idea up in the comments. Let me know what you think. You like it, you dislike it, you feeling it, you ain't feeling it. But guess what? What's that creating? A bottoming tail. Bottoming tails means it's the bottom. That's why they call it bottoming tail. Holla at your boy. I did another video just to do a recap of this Deckers Outdoors Corporation. We're going to go back to Cava one more time, C-A-V-A, just so you see what I'm talking about, if you know what I mean. C-A-V-A, boom, it gapped down. Very rarely is it going to gap down a second time when earnings is around the corner. Usually the first gap down is not going to gap down a second time. I've been doing this for probably about 10 years. I've been staring at the charts. I haven't seen a gap down twice, especially when it's off of the 8-period moving average and the 20-period moving average on the weekly chart. But check this out. Hey, maybe I'm wrong, but I highly doubt it. I'm always right. Guess what? This is going to minimum go to the 20-period moving average on the weekly chart. Check it out, folks. Let me know what you think. This is going to be approximately this might be a whammer. And Cava has been dropping for weeks on weeks, 50%, boom. Why is it going to be 50%? Because what it does is it goes to the next dip. You see, this is next dip. Or retraces to the next dip. It might be right here. That might be actually where it will go to. So that'll be approximately 50%. You're welcome. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Talk to you in the next video. Beep.